Download the files, the jar files, as I mentioned before, there is a set of scripts that comes along with it. The one that we're going to be copying and modifying is the ram publish asset.xml. You notice here that I've actually made a copy of the existing one. So rather than overwrite the existing one, I made a copy of it and then I opened it up. I have it here opened up. So here's the ram publish asset to XML file. And in this file what I've done is I've added all the properties here that are shown. This will allow me to publish an asset into RAM. For now I'm going to go ahead and cut out these last two steps because we're going to show that a little bit later. But you do things like you specify the URL, so this is where I put that URL that I just showed you, the user ID, the password, what the name of the asset is that we want to publish today, as well as the version of the asset, what community is this asset going to be published to, what type of asset it's going to be. It's going to be a Maven component, and what the name of the asset is as well, the description, as well as what are the artifacts that are included. You notice here I'm pointing to my build directory, which has a jar file in it. This could also be your workspace. And then if this jar file perhaps is being used as part of a release, you can also create a dependency to that release by referencing ram.release.gwid and providing what the release ID is, the unique ID is, and what the release version is. So in this case I have a RAM version 7.2 asset with this unique ID, and we're going to create a relationship to that. And then also I can provide additional information about this jar file, perhaps the build ID, the type, the team area, and the server. So before I go ahead and run the script, let's just go ahead and make sure that there is no asset called demo publish JSF component. If there is, let's delete it before I do the demonstration. So if I click on demo JSF and I search, there is no assets now there. So let's go back now. We're going to go and start the build process. The build process completes, a jar file gets created. Now we want to publish that jar file and relate it to an asset that we publish. Let's also see the asset we're going to be creating a relationship to. As I mentioned, we're publishing this to an asset. We're going to create a release dependency on an asset. If we go here and search based on the GWID, you'll see that there is an asset with that GWID and there is a version 7.2. We look here, there are no dependency relationships on this asset. When we come back a little bit later, you'll see that our script will have added the dependency relationship when the asset was published. Once we've made all these changes, we can go ahead and we can save these values in the script. So you click on save. We're going to click on save. And then what you want to do is you want to go to the command line. So I'm going to go over here to the command line. Before we run the publish script, let's take a look at the syntax for it. It's similar to the download script. You use ant -v verbose -lib, which is a directory where the libraries are that you've downloaded from RAM, -file, which is the scripts that you want to run. In this case we've modified the ram publish asset -2 script. And we're going to go ahead and invoke the command publish asset 2. So it's going to go ahead and take that information and it's going to publish the asset. Alright, so here in this case it's actually saying that the asset I'm trying to publish does not exist. So we're trying to publish the JSF extensions file and it's not there. So this is a good debugging aspect. So let's take a look again at our scripts. In our publish scripts, we're going to open those up. We said that there was a file that we're going to upload in the builder. which is the alpha for jar file. Let's see if this file is there. We go into the builder. This is the build C colon. And then let's just take a look what's in that directory there. And sure enough, it's empty. So there's nothing inside of the builder. So let's put the file there that we want to be publishing. We're going to copy this file, put it in the builder, and let's give the script another try. So it's publishing a script, a demo, publish script, JSF.0. Looks like it succeeded. Let's take a look now. Remember, we created also a dependency which to this asset, the Rational Asset Manager version 7.2. So let's see if the dependency is there. We'll refresh this. And there it is. We now have the build dependency, or the implementation dependency. There it is, implementation dependency. If we click on this, this is the new asset that was published from the publish script.